With less than 40,000 people, the quaint town of Hilo, Hawaii saw the birth of one of the fastest, most innovative churches in the nation, New Hope. It was over 30 years ago that a failing church and a fledgling pastor ignited a movement that now spans more than 120 congregations from Nepal to Missouri.
Take us back to the very beginning and tell us what happened.
It was really somewhat of a shaky beginning in that I was a district youth director in the Northwest, and I was actually sent here to shut down a very small church that was a part of our denomination called Foursquare. The pastor was actually resigning, and very few people left and quite a bit of debt. But that night when I came here, it was almost as if the Lord spoke to me and said, not only will you not shut it down, you are going to move here and you're going to take it. So we went back to Oregon, and 3 months later, we were here in Hilo, Hawaii.
As New Hope Hilo grew into its own facility, Pastor Wayne felt the prompting of God for a move he had not planned.
About a year ago, God began to stir my heart afresh, and the word that He gave me was, even as I had prepared a harvest in Hilo, so have I prepared one in Oahu. And I knew that God was asking me to break new ground, to enlarge the embrace of the ministry. And we're excited to do so because we really anticipate God doing great things in the hearts of people.
Because of their obedience to the Lord, the Corderos moved to Honolulu, started what would become New Hope Oahu, and took part in a great harvest. Out of one man's yes, thousands more followed.
People's lives being transformed, salvations taking place, water baptisms happening, people being delivered from drugs and alcohol and addictions. That is all the fruit that God wants us to bear again and again and again. And the transformed lives, to see that, I think are some of the greatest miracles this world will ever experience.
Lives were being changed, people were being healed. Then, on one rainy Friday evening in 2012, things came crashing down.
3:30 this afternoon, Honolulu Fire received reports of a blown roof here at Farrington High School. When they arrived, they realized a 40-foot chunk of the auditorium ceiling collapsed. Weather was apparently the reason. The roof could not hold the rain that had quickly dumped on the area, and the drains did not work quickly enough.
But over the years, New Hope had become a family, and its members would not let a little rain ruin the parade. Many pitched in, setting up and breaking down, ensuring that the message would outlast any physical barriers.
You know, from the beginning, God has always told us not necessarily to build a big church, but to build big people. Because small people stumble over small things, whereas big people can step over them. And big people are what God will use, not necessarily in size, of course, but in heart and devotion and compassion for the Pacific, for Hawaii. And so our goal has always been to build that kind of heart in people.
So New Hope bustled on. Though in a different location, lives continued to be changed. In 2014 alone, nearly $700,000 went to church planting. Almost $300,000 was used for scholarships and training from New Hope Christian College. 7,500 hours per week are donated by faithful volunteers. Average attendance was 5,868. 3,458 more attended services online. The church baptized 280 believers, and 1,573 people were saved. Because of the faithfulness of the masses, New Hope now has a place to call home. And out of the yes hearts of the servants, many will be reached.
I'm asking you to invest in eternity. Invest in the souls of people. I'm asking you to hear with me the very same invitation that Jesus extended to his disciples some 2,000 years ago when he said, "Come follow me." And I want to invite you to do that with me as we follow him together.
From a failing church in Hilo, a revival was started. From a collapsed building in Kalihi, a home was found. From broken people covered by grace, the vision will be fulfilled. The foundation has been laid. The goal has been set. Together, we will honor our past by building our future.